more patches, more updates, and more hot fixes, man. So we do have a lot we gotta dive into, of course. So without further ado, I need y'all to grab yourself that brew and let's get to the info.
If you don't know, it's brutal sim on the scene, wicked and mean. With the next video on this YouTube thing, we got 2K news and rumors. Don't forget the tutorials and tips. Turn your my player to a bad man and rule the sticks. No matter the mode, record the park, even my career brute will get you a good start. Hit the like button, don't forget the notifications. Comment down below and welcome to the Brute Squad Nation.
So we gonna go ahead and skip the intro, of course, but you know your boy still gotta show love to the Brute Squad. If you're in the comment section and type first, second, third, know the gang of Brute Squad, I gotta put y'all up there just to show y'all some love, man. Much love, much respect. So 2K actually put out some patch notes and some updates, of course, so we're gonna dive straight into it. They made this post. It said, we have identified an issue affecting rhythm shooting that could cause a hitch in the shot. Of course, that actually deterred me from using rhythm shooting for a while. Then I got over it and now I love rhythm shooting. I'm back at it again. They say a hotfix update has been released for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. To resolve this, please return to the main menu to make sure you have the latest updates. Now I ain't gonna front you, your boy played after this was released and the hitch is still there. It's not as bad as it was before, but it is actually still there. So they probably need to do a little bit more fine tuning in that area. Now beside that hotfix, they also put this out here with a patch that should be dropping, well, by the time you're watching this, the patch is already live, by the way. So this update is scheduled to release around September 4th at 2 a.m. Pacific time. You gotta put 3 hours on that if it's Eastern, if you're on the Eastern time zone. By the way, on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, the Steam release is expected to follow later on September 4th. We are working quickly to resolve the most user-impacting issue being reported. Feedback from the community has been quick and clear. We thank you. The patch we will release prior to the launch of Season 2 will contain a much broader set of fixes, improvements spanning the entire game. Now, gameplay-wise, again, they say no gameplay changes has been made in this patch as we continue to monitor games across modes by players of all skill levels. I know that sounds very similar to the patch notes I read a few days ago, but trust me, it is not the same. Now, the city changes and numerous fixes to game stability in the city has been made. Fix a disconnect that was occurring for some users in Pro-Am games. Fix a reported hang when attempting to go online in My Court while customizing the floor. Address a tracking issue with the number of takeover unlocked in lifetime challenges. Resolve an issue with the treadmill workout in the Gatorade training facility that prevent 4 stars from being earned. I actually experienced that and I was like, bro, this is might be the first time ever on this workout. The treadmill is one of the easiest workout where you get 4 stars, and I wasn't able to get it in the first week, but it's neither here nor there. For the mark career changes, goat skill accolades quest will now earn VC rewards as expected. When it comes to my team changes, improve the performance of the auction house menu. Coach will no longer be removed from lineups when editing them after first entering the mode. Adding safeguards to prevent players from getting stuck in the welcome to my team tutorial. And for the my GM fix an issue preventing some off-season tasks from being completed and new ones from being received. So let me know what y'all think about that. Of course, we do have a few more things we gotta dive into because he also highlighted, although he said there is no gameplay changes, that does not mean that no gameplay change is coming. In fact, we already got a gameplay patch where they fixed the rhythm shooting, apparently, somewhat, right? Now, this post was actually made on X, what we formerly known as Twitter. It was a screen grab of Mike Wayne saying that they found the issue with plucks and they're testing the fix now. So we should be expecting a buff coming to plucks in NBA 2K26. Now, everyone don't necessarily agree with that change because some people are enjoying how the game is without steal being a factor at all. Because let's be honest, sometimes people in the 2K community go too far with steals, and y'all been abusing, spamming steals over the past few years to the point that y'all act like steals is the only way to play defense. Now, this is an issue I have with people I play with personally. It's one of my biggest complaints playing with most people that say I'm good at defense, mean I'm good at spamming steal. And what they do is rely heavily on steal animations. So at the beginning of the end, it was a fun 5 days. Let me know if you all agree with that or not. Now, I saw this clip surfacing, of course, on X, what we formerly known as Twitter, Person said, don't touch the game. It's perfect. And of course, he at Baluba and he posted this clip to go along with it. I want y'all to check this clip out. I ain't gonna front with y'all. I'm a PG and I usually have the ball in my hands, but that's ridiculous and it benefits me. They need to do something when it comes to, because you can't even blitz right or beat somebody to the spot and get the ball. You get called foul. It just needs something there. They don't need to go overboard, but this is the issue with 2K again, because we don't know how far they will patch it. They might go overboard and they might underpatch it. Who knows? But when it comes to 2K and patches, there's a fear that they might just do too much, which is why people hate to critique certain aspects of the game. It's kind of us being scarred at the end of the day and us being in the 2K community and seeing that they put out something that we like and we seen, all y'all gotta do is slightly touch it, and they go to the extreme. It's just people not liking the end result at the end of the day. So we are technically scarred. So when I hear people saying, all y'all do is complain, I understand where they're coming from. Trust me, they're not speaking as if they don't see an issue with the game. They're like, I understand the game isn't perfect, but this is the devil we know, which is something I mentioned in my last video as well. So let's take the safe route and not necessarily risk it on them patching it to perfection. I saw Chuck also start this conversation again. Clearly he's, steal's been on his mind for a minute. He said, what's crazy is everyone's favorite 2K, which is 15 and 16, had 0 pluck steals. The real skill gap at lock has always been staying in front of your man, not spamming RNG steals. But now people act like plucking needs to be everywhere. And Joe Knows responded to that. He said, no plucks, just blitzing, his opinion. He said, blitzing is outplaying someone. Plucking is just luck. Even my guy Yardman chime in as well. The delusional locks miss getting bailed out by random pluck animation. Blitz steal do need to be fixed though, and we could actually all agree on that. I don't want to see people just spam a steal and just rely on steal, and you reach up on a full team like that with people with high 90 something steal. It just wasn't a fun experience at all. So this is 2K going the next extreme at the moment. Now the perfect spot is somewhere in the middle, but as I said before, I don't understand how to develop a game, so I try not to judge the end result, but they need to do a little better. Again, I'm not judging. I don't know how difficult it is to make these adjustments, but at the end of the day, we could see that they went the total extreme next direction. Now again, let me know your thoughts on where Steals is at right now in NBA 2K26. Now I want to close after showing you all this clip right here. This is Tizo the God. And imagine he's playing the game right now with defense. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna say it's non-existent because it is, but in the park, a great ISO player, this is the perfect game for somebody like Steezo, man. But before I really speak too much on this, I want y'all to check this clip out. No, I gotta be honest with y'all. If you run up against somebody like this on the court, what are you doing? Me personally, I'm putting on my controller, taking a walk outside while he's playing, doing all those spin moves. I ain't got time for this. I do not have time. I'm good. I'm good on that. I'll pass. I will concede defeat. I'm not going through all that nonsense, bro. I ain't putting all that time and no. Hell no, y'all ain't. Nah, you could take the one. You could talk trash. Oh, I destroyed Brute. Yeah, you did. You got that one, my G. You good. Sometimes you have to admit that there's levels to this, and I am nowhere close to that level, and I will probably never be. And other people say, no, you could put in the grind. No, I can't lap to be like that. No, I could probably give you like a spin and a half. All that spin? Nah. You got it, my G. You really wanted that. That's all I gotta say. You wanted it more than me. Nah, I'm good. You guys, sometimes you gotta know where you at in this whole ecosystem. I am not there, I could tell you that. I'm good. I would pelt my tail straight to my career and beat up on some bots to feel good about myself. Nah, bro. I'm good. Now, before we close off, let me put this out there. I want to put this out there in the ecosystem. Do not go out there and create too much builds based on how the game is playing right now. We see a bunch of changes coming down the pipeline. I already see a bunch of changes coming down with the contest system, with the steal system, and might be even the dribbling system to a certain point. To a certain point, not necessarily. I think the dribble system gonna be right, but maybe some changes with the shoot, maybe. They might make some adjustments with that as well. So be careful how you are creating builds going forward, especially this early in the cycle. Technically, we still beta testing the game. Technically, not really, but technically we still beta testing the game. Again, be careful where you put your VC going forward. And if you create a build, make sure it's not built around exploits. So no matter what 2K does, your build's still gonna be solid and effective. It is possible to do, not to go all out and say, let me not create a build on steals, although, you know, me personally, I never do that. So I do create a build just to get Interceptor on bronze. I've always done that every single year. So it's nothing to me, but some of y'all are not necessarily brutes, okay? So be careful how you put VC towards your build going forward. But that's all I got for y'all today, man. Let me know your thoughts. Y'all know what is your boy Sim. You know your boy gonna always put you up on game and keep y'all up to date on everything in the 2K community. Till next time, how blessed and be safe out there. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The notification bell is free and key. Peace.